Banzai! Good morning, grinders, cobras, Miyagi-Dos, and of course, Eagle Fangs. Hurrah! It's back to another Monday. Whew, and a rough one for me. Aren't I the most fetching fellow at first thing in the morning? Had a wee bit of trouble getting sleep last night. It happens once in a while. You know, I went up about the regular time, a little after 9 o'clock. Read for a little bit until I just couldn't anymore. Slept a little bit, then woke up. And it's you know, you get that short nap and wake up, and it's so hard to get back to sleep. For me, just had a lot of things going through my head. Couldn't shut it off. A lot of thoughts, you know, what am I going to do about this, what about that? And I'm sort of in the process of just testing the waters of possibly changing jobs. I really like my main job, what I'm doing right now, but I can see little hints that there could be issues coming down the road, let's say. So instead of ignoring that, I'm just testing the market, so to speak. So, anyway, enough with that. I've been seeing over the last few days, you know, some more reviews of Kevin Smith's He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Revelations, or something like that. And I know a lot of people are super upset with it, and I get it. I mean, if you're going to have a show called He-Man, supposedly about He-Man, you probably ought to center it on He-Man. Because if you don't, then the people who are expecting to see He-Man are probably going to be disappointed. I mean, if you wanted to do a spin-off where you focused on some of the other characters, just call it that. You know, if you want to do Teela and Evelyn, you know, call it Master of the Universe, Teela and Evelyn. I mean, that's... You don't make people feel like they've been tricked. And that's why your show is doing so bad. Not because the fans are toxic. If you have to call your fans toxic, you're attacking your own fan base. That doesn't make sense. You know, I don't want to get into the arguments of all the other problems with the show. That's for each viewer to decide, but that main complaint, I get it. And same sort of thing happened with Ghostbusters 2016. The reason this new Ghostbusters is doing well and that one didn't is because that one was, the whole point of it was just a gender swap. And I saw where some people got upset that the one that just came out didn't even make mention of the one from 2016. Well, that's because the 2016 one's in a completely different universe. Even though you had a cameo or two in that one, none of the characters from the regular Ghostbusters and this current one are in that one. It's a different universe, so that's why they wouldn't mention it. You tried it and it just didn't work. So, you can't just take property, gender swap it, just for the point of gender swapping and think it's going to work. It's not necessarily going to work that way. Because people weren't fans of it in the beginning because of the genders of the characters. Most of us out here don't care. So, but anyway, that's what I've been seeing and reading. And ooh, holy smokes, my alarm. That was to make sure I was up and moving by this time. But I'm up early. Surprisingly so, even though I didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked. That's okay. I'll make up for it a little bit tonight. I know some experts say you can't make up on sleep. I do not necessarily agree with that. Something's hissing behind me. What the heck is that? I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. There's like a hissing behind me. Might be a ghost. I've been playing way too much of that ghost hunting game. So, anyway, last bit I'm going to say right now. We're doing a brand new workout, one I made. I'll see how it feels. Definitely going to try it for a week at least. I'm thinking right now that I'm going to, it's kind of a full body, so I'm going to try and do this for at least a full week and see if I feel like I'm getting the strain that I need, and we will update as appropriate. I got asked point blank this past weekend, you know, why I don't care about politics anymore. It's not that I don't care. I'm just keeping my opinions to the most part to myself, because it looks to me to be absolutely pointless to argue with strangers on the internet about politics. People, for the most part, really seem set in their ways regardless of which side they're on. And there's not a lot of debate. It just has devolved into shouting and name calling. And maybe that's, you know, how it's always been, and that's fine. But I just have better uses of my time than arguing with strangers on the internet. I don't know that I'm going to change minds, and I don't know that I necessarily want to. You either see things one way or you see them the other. And that's, you know, that's up to you. I do think we've lost the ability, though, to debate ideas. I don't know if they even have debate teams in schools anymore. But maybe that's what we need to bring back. People definitely need to learn to stop shouting each other down and have a civil discussion and say why you like something and why you don't like something. I think that's how you can make progress and step forward on contentious ideas. Not just calling the other side dirty names, because that's not going to get you anywhere. But anyway, that's why I don't participate as much. Still have my opinions. Just mostly keep them to myself now. So, anyway, that's all I've got for this early rant. I do like working on the treadmill here. It's a good way to get woken up. And we'll see you in just a few minutes in the Bat Cave to do the new full body workout. Bonsai. Alright, Bonsai. Welcome back, Grinders, T3 Cobras, Miyagi-Dos, and of course, Eagle Fangs. We are up to the second of 3 sets, and we start with a warm-up set. I went ahead and put a warm-up set in here, and I gotta tell you, even though the weights were pretty light, I was like, oh, am I even gonna make it through this? There's quite a bit. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe 6 exercises. We're going to start off with squats, then we go into overhead press, bicep curl, bench press, and then I put in push-ups and planks, because, you know, I got the fit test coming up in a couple months, I believe, and got to get ready for it, because that's 2 of the things they test you on. So, excuse me, we have done enough yakking. Let's pop the buds in and commence to grinding. Alright, let's light this candle. So, first off, we've got squats. And like I said, I did a warm-up set on the squats, the overhead press, and the bicep curl. And I think that helps. I don't like how low I'm getting. I need to get lower than that, but it definitely helps versus being completely cold with the movements. You know, I walk on the treadmill to get the blood going a little bit and wake up. The warm-up set, I think, you know, helps get the muscles more activated. Now this is a new one, the overhead press, mainly works the shoulders. I think I'm going to swap this out for a back movement, because you activate your shoulders in a lot of things that you do, and I'm not getting a lot of back in this, so I'm probably going to go ahead and drop that one and put in the pull downs. So alright, these are old standard bicep curl, oldie but a goodie. You know, gotta work those arms. Love the pump. Feels good. I can tell you now that I've done all 3 sets, this was a rather tiring workout. My weight wasn't up as high as I thought it would be. It was only about 9,000 pounds. I thought I'd be a little higher than that. But then again, it doesn't count any weight for the push-ups or the plank. And I got a total of 40 push-ups in today. Which, considering I'm doing those with bench presses and everything else, I'm okay with that, because by that 3rd set, man, you're wiped out. My chest is thrumming right now. And then the plank, I have the plank set for 2 minutes, which is the longest it will go, and then I've got a 30-minute rest programmed in there. So my goal is to be able to do the plank for that whole time, because I think it's around 231, 235, something like that. It might even be 221, I don't remember, but it's over 2 minutes to max out your plank time. So push-ups, I probably could go down a little bit lower on that. I don't know how strict they're going to be, but you can see right there I am gassed, because you know, new workout, doing the muscles a little bit differently. It takes time for them to get used to it and get better. So I noticed my weights were down a little bit on some of the exercises, but that's okay. Tona will figure that out and pop it back up. And we didn't get quite as much time on the plank as I wanted. I was just too gassed. I might have to put a slight rest in there, but that's all I've got to say for now. We'll see you in just a minute for part 3. Well, this is a workout, let me tell you. I didn't quite get a minute on the plank, and only got 10 push-ups in there, but this is my 2nd round. I did 20 the first time, but that's 2 bench presses and 20 push-ups. All I had in me was 10, so it is what it is, but that's the point, to build up. So I got 1 set to go, then we'll go downstairs and do some kicks. Here's your flex. Hook it to the right, hook it to the left. Bang! Banzai! We'll see you in a minute. Alright, Banzai, welcome back, Grinders, C3 Cobras, Miyagi-Dos, and of course Eagle Fangs. We are up to part 3, which is the most boring part, because I'm just working on kick technique. Pulling my leg up, kicking it out, trying to extend it. Hopefully this will help me get higher kicks in the future. Not sure, but something I feel like I need to do. So, Banzai, let's go. And away we go. So, I'm using my bars here just to stabilize myself. Just picking the leg up, kicking it out, trying to keep it straight, make sure my heel and my toes are pointed the right way, and that my hip gets used to moving in this position. I don't mean for this to be an excuse, but as you get older, your body works slightly differently. It's not as good and as fluid and as downright rubbery as it is when you're a kid, and I think you have to train this. I know Bill Wallace, would do things like this, call it Wallace wall kicks or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but he was a big proponent of it. And, Bruce Lee is famous for saying something, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something like, he doesn't fear the man who knows 1,000 kicks, but the man who practices 1 kick 1,000 times. Something along those lines. And so that's it. So here I'm just trying to do a roundhouse because my roundhouses are terrible. A round kick. They really look more like a front kick. So, but my front kicks I think are pretty good. I'm not necessarily trying to make contact with the pad here. I just want to get up and out. So the knee comes up and the leg goes out. With the sped up video, you don't see the technique as well, but I'm pretty happy with these. And I can go higher. I can kick you in the chin, you know, unless you're a 7-footer. But that's it. Okay, I'm yakking here, so I got to stop this. Bonsai, we'll see you next time. Get the muscle memory in there. Because as you can see, they're not very high. They need to get better. So, if I'm going to be a black belt, I got to look like a black belt. So, we got to improve. Bonsai, that's all for today. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bonsai.